I just finished a book entitled Making Ideas Happen. I'm an enthusiast of innovation. I read all the books I can about building innovative cultures. And this book by Scott Belsky really hit me in the heart because it covers quite a few things that are important in creating innovative cultures. One of the things he talks about is where you spend your energy. And when you spend your energy, instead of like monitoring time, we should monitor where we spend our energy. And this is a favorite topic of mine. Like most of the time we spend talking or doing things that are interesting, but are not important. If we were to look at where our energy is spent, that are things that are important versus time, that would be a better indicator into fulfilling or building our enthusiasm for our lives, for our objective, for our creativity. The other thing we do, and I do this, I'm like constantly doing this, is we get so many ideas, right? And these ideas stand in the way of our execution, right? And the thing that actually will take away all the enthusiasm about your current project, what you're supposed to be focusing on right now, where your energy is your next idea. And you have to be able to kill or stop or put aside the ideas that you have. You have to have a way to say, no, I'm not going to think of new ideas. I'm going to actually start delivering more on the ideas, because that will kill the enthusiasm for your project. The key thing, and he talks about this, and he had an example from Seth Godin, where Seth Godin was asked what was the key to his success. And he had one slide full of all the things, all the books he's read, all the things he's done. And he said, basically, a lot of these things that I've done are failures. And if I was to say, what is this one word that summarizes my success, and he's usually successful, he would say shipping or delivering. Constant movement is key to execution. And if you execute and you deliver, you ship to someone, right? Like something, you will keep the enthusiasm in your life. And you will cross out things in your life, and you'll deliver and you'll discover something. It's in the delivery and the delivery or the shipping of something that you actually create innovation. It's not about having ideas, it's in the delivery of it. Constant movement is the key. Yeah, it's not the lack of ideas that we have that kills the enthusiasm for our project. It's the lack of execution. Very cool. He also says use constraint, and I love constraint. Twitter is a great example of constraint. Instagram is a great example of constraint. And I use these to actually deliver. Like Instagram, restricts your video to 1 minute. Twitter restricts your tweet to 144 characters, and that's constraint. And it forces you to deliver something within that constraint. And that's like empowering, using a constraint in order to propel your energy forward, your enthusiasm for yourself and your project. So he also talks about deliberation as a constant or as a way for you to build an innovative culture. And the way he tells or describes deliberation is that we're naturally constructed as human in nature to share ideas. But like a society will prevent you from doing that. They'll steal my ideas. They'll steal, what I've done. And the best example I can give you is Elon Musk. Elon Musk shared his patents for the batteries in order to create a culture. And it's like the author, Scott, goes into this description that the most productive people are the people who are connected and share ideas with their community without limitation. The last thing I want to talk about, he talks all about one thing that really creates leaders of innovation in your organization. And that's self-awareness or emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence or self-awareness of your emotions during your work hours or during your life allows you to not react, not to pick the same path. Not reacting means reacting, the word comes from reacting. It means like you're going to act the same way over and over again. And that's not innovation. That's just repeating the same stuff you've been doing. Being self-aware of your emotions allows you to become a better leader and a better innovator. It's a great book, a must-read book.